Kelly Parks here of Calmwaters Cloud Accounting, and I wanted to show you what my discovery form looks like, what the intake process is to find out if I'm going to be able to bring value to a prospective client. And so here we are on my website, and this is my homepage. Partway down, I tell them what my ideal client looks like: incorporated businesses, uses cloud technology, engaged in their financials, and money isn't the only thing that matters to them. And then I tell them, let's see if we're fit before we even book time together for the sake of both of us. Make sure it's client facing. It's all about them when you use your wording. So there's a link to the discovery form. And we go in, and I use Typeform. You can do this with a lot of forms. I love Typeform for the end user experience. So that's the one that I'm going to show today, but you could use a Google form, although the multiple endings is a little bit different in Google Forms. There's Jot form, there's Cognito forms. There's all kinds of ways to accomplish this. So we're going to continue on. And then I restate who is a good fit for our business and that we'd like to get to know them. And we can put in what their first name is. This is an interactive form. This is what I absolutely love about Typeform. And then what's my email address? So I'm just going to fill in my email address, and what's the name of my business. So it's Calmwaters. On my discovery form, every question is a required question because there is conditional logic or logic jumps that takes them to different places on the form depending on their answer. So in this case, if they say they are incorporated business entity, then we move on to another question because I only deal with incorporated businesses. If they answer that no, they are not an incorporated business, then I'll show you what that answer looks like. But I've given them a little bit, what would an incorporated business entity look like, and they file taxes separately from their personal taxes. If I was in a position where I wanted to take on more clients than I do, so I'm not actively seeking a whole lot of new clients. If I did, I would probably have a third question here that would say something along the lines of, I need to know more information about what a business entity means. So if you are looking to bring in all kinds of new business, don't discount with a yes or no answer. And I'm going to show you another example of that. Give them an option that they may not know what an incorporated business means or what a sole proprietor means, so that you could then go on to an explanation for them. Okay, so we're going to show you no. No takes them straight through to an end run because I only take on incorporated businesses, and it says, thank you. We are not a good fit. And then it gives them a little bit of the reasoning why. So let's go back and do a little bit more on this form. We're going to check out different answers. So again, I'm Kelly. Sorry to torture you with the answers. Every question is required though. Parks. My email is kelly@calmwaters. Away we go. My company is Calmwaters. So yes, I'm an incorporated business. Then we go on to the next sentence. What does my business do? Well, cloud accounting. Cloud accounting services. So away we go. I would like a website here. So we are going to put in some contact details. So that would be calmwaters.ca. And we're going to move on. My telephone number. And then what are you looking for in an accounting professional? So I give them a number of things. Don't just say, what are you looking for in an accounting professional, and then hope that they're going to come up with a magic answer. Put in some questions that target the kind of answers that you are looking for from a client in where you can bring value to them, and make it, that they can pick multiple things. Have you checked out our pricing page? So what is your base pricing? Put it right out there so that you don't need to continue on any further. We have a base price, put a link to it. So it opens up and it tells them how you operate. My client collaboration guide is on there, my pricing, what the additional fees are. so that you are all in up front on what that looks like. If we hit no, then that takes them back to that page that says, thank you, we are not a fit, can't bring value to your company. But if they answer yes, then we continue further on. What are the biggest problems? So give them now a chance and to give you some answers on what they would be. And let's go communication. I'm just going to make something up here. So communication. Now comes the important part. I only deal in cloud technology. Are you willing to have a virtual relationship? Again, this is where you may want to put in a clause for maybe, or I need more explanation. If you want somebody to give you, maybe they don't know what a virtual relationship with me. If they don't know what a virtual relationship is, then it's a hard no anyways, because I'm not going to take the time to explain all of that to a prospect. They either are used to virtual relationships or they're not. No would take them back to that page that you saw previously, which now I can't find, which was we're not a fit for you. Okay, so yes, they are willing to. Are you willing to use QuickBooks Online for your accounting program? This may be a maybe for you as well, depending on the rate that you're intaking people. Now, here's an important question, and I've had this before. They're willing to use QuickBooks Online, but they are not willing to have their bank feeds connected. That's a hard no for me as well. If they answered no, they would go through to that end thing that says we cannot bring value to you. Are you willing to use Cloud Account for document management? So I've got some links into the two that I use. No, hard ending, goes to that, thank you, we can't bring value. Yes, it then goes to submit. And then this is a totally different ending. So right here, our next step is to book 15 minutes to chat. And what happens when I book those 15 minutes is a form automatically goes out that's a deeper form with more questions about payroll, accounts payable, some of the processes. Do they have a mission statement? Some of those things. And they can either complete that form, it tells them, complete it ahead of our meeting, or we can complete that form in the moment when we are on a Zoom call. So there you have it. That is my intake form. Thanks.